Aside from our previous video about American Chinchilla, there is still some information you need to know. Enclosure. The American Chinchilla rabbits can do great either in an indoor or outdoor enclosure provided that they are not displayed to excessive cold or heat. The outdoor enclosure must be hoisted from the surface to guard them against probable predators and should have a ramp leading to the fenced bottom to help them hop around on the grass underneath. Indoor cages have to be sufficiently huge, so the American Chinchilla rabbits can conveniently stretch out, and knowing their size, these cages have to be rather big, which is exactly the reason why this particular breed is not suggested for people who live in apartments. The enclosures must be built with wire walls and should have a metal or plastic bottom to grass bedding, which has to be spot cleaned regularly and entirely changed every weekend. Behavior. These rabbits are very tough, laid back, pleasant, and very compassionate. They are calm and quiet. They happen to socialize with other creatures in the household without creating clamors. They even expand their love to their handlers by tailing them. They can make great pets. Even the people with no background in raising a rabbit can easily handle them, and they do not demand daily grooming. These rabbits are recognized to mature rapidly, which is a great explanation of why they are recommended for commercial use. Commonly, these rabbits grow very quickly, achieving complete maturity at a weight of 6 pounds. They are also known for their exquisite sight. They have fervent hearing and an impressive sense of smell. Perhaps, one of the impressive components of American Chinchilla rabbits is that they nearly portray a 360-degree vision hugely due to the positioning of their eyes on the distant side of the head. These creatures can easily detect predators because of their impressive vision characteristics. Often seen in rabbit shows or fairs, American Chinchillas are adaptable for anything, from meat consumption, commercial breeding, or pet owning. These creatures are easy to care for, and they make great pets at home because of their pleasant characteristics and low requirement for maintenance. Toys and exercise. When talking about playtime, every American Chinchilla rabbit considers toys a bit different. Some rabbits can be perfectly satisfied with customized and DIY toys, while some are pleased to use mentally stimulating toys which are available in any local pet store. Whatever your choice would be, always see to it that you are using rabbit-safe toys. Also, toys should not break off into portions that your pet can unwittingly swallow and injure themselves inside. Mentioning that, the personality of your American Chinchilla rabbit shall prosper the longer they are exposed outside of their cages and biting and reaching out with their human family. Petting their backs, heads, ears, and necks is fully admissible and very much advocated. Diet. Owners of American Chinchilla rabbits have to pay special attention to their diet because these creatures have a sensitive digestive system. In terms of the diet of American Chinchilla rabbits, their diet does not vary from other breeds of rabbits. This implies that they have to get a diet that is composed of 70% hay, and the remaining portion should be composed of a healthy combination of superior kinds of pellets, leafy greens, fruits, and vegetables. Some leafy greens, fruits, and vegetables are more promising in terms of healthful value to American Chinchilla rabbits, while some must be avoided no matter what happens. Apples, in particular, are a great example of a treat. However, iceberg lettuce does not offer sufficient nutrition to be helpful to the health of the rabbit. It would be wise if you always conduct your study and research when you organize your feeding for your pet. Do not hesitate to seek advice from a veterinarian. Taking care of American Chinchilla. One great thing about the American Chinchilla rabbits is that they can do great either indoors or outdoors. Nevertheless, you cannot expose these creatures to excessive cold and heat. American Chinchilla rabbits were mostly developed for their meat and pelt during the 1990s, wherefore they are commonly comfortable being handled by people. This implies that these creatures can also make impressive pets for people of different life stages. Although these animals are not suggested for families with young kids, American Chinchilla will make great pets for families having older kids who have the comprehension of how to properly handle the rabbit. These rabbits are particularly hard to potty train, however, it does not imply that it is not possible. A lot of rabbit owners have experienced a successful rabbit raising with patience, sufficient time, and plenty of rewards. Some owners have even extended an effort by putting some litter boxes on the sides of their homes, so their pets need not walk far to look for a litter box to carry out the deed. They may consume a long time compared to an average cat or dog, however, rabbits are smart enough to comprehend when they are assumed to carry out a business in a specific area. If these creatures are adopted at an early age, and are familiar to the family members, they can make great pets at home. However, it is essential that you thoroughly educate your children on how to care for and treat your pet, particularly with creatures like them that have long ears. If your kids are playing with this rabbit, they must handle it with care and should never pull its ears. You have to ensure that your American Chinchilla uses a big enclosure or cage where it is provided enough space to move around. The enclosure requires a little nest, a drinking fountain with abundant water, a feeder, blankets, and wood for gnawing. You must know that your pet needs something to gnaw into to inhibit the abnormal growth of the teeth. The rabbit has to be brushed at least 2 to 3 times a week, to eliminate dirt and dead hair. It is also crucial to brush the fur of your rabbit to avoid the occurrence of fleas and mites. Your pet should be fed hay, vegetables, and fruits. Outdoor areas should be fenced to protect these rabbits from their potential predators. It is always recommended that you introduce your rabbit to your other pets as early as possible. For indoors, come up with a huge rabbit cage to cater to their large body size, and also secure a space for their stretching. You will have to supply your pet with a nutritive diet such as hay, superior quality pellets, vegetables, leafy greens, and fruits. It is best to research the kind of feeds to offer for your rabbit pets to support their fitness. There should be a hiding place for them to escape if they feel anxious. If you are looking for a pet rabbit, then getting an American Chinchilla rabbit would be best for you. However, you must condition yourself to pay a little bit higher if you are aiming to get a rabbit that is used for showing, purebred, and pedigreed. Considering that American Chinchillas are one of the most peculiar rabbits in America, you may not be able to get it ready. You may do your research from their national club. You may also check on rabbitries, rescue centers, and ARBA-approved breeders. Finding them from online listings may help you discover those that are near to your area. Nevertheless, you should always prioritize the quality and health of the American Chinchilla. You may be able to find these creatures from various sources, however, you cannot immediately decide on whom to transact without doing the basic research. You must get your American Chinchilla from a reliable institution. You would not want to get an American Chinchilla rabbit that has issues with its health. American Chinchilla rabbit has to visit a veterinarian every 6 months to get vaccinated. This is essential if you want to prevent your pet from acquiring diseases. You would rather want to prevent these serious illnesses than having to go through the stress of handling a sick pet. Your kids should be guided around these rabbits, and they should be appropriately educated on how to handle these rabbits. American Chinchilla may scratch and bite. Remember that American Chinchilla rabbits are prey animals. This means that they can be hunted by cats, dogs, and snakes. They are very vulnerable to the bites of insects too. Keeping the rabbit in an indoor home can give them much security and protection. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.